Hello, fellow wargamers. Welcome to TFG Radio TLDR Battle Reports. If you're like us and can't watch players argue and do math for 3 hours for a game that was decided in the first 40 minutes, then these are the battle reports for you. Here's the stereotypical reminder to hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube and head over to the Patreon page so Adam can not share any of the money with the rest of us. Also, please be sure to visit Gameology Pasadena's website, sign up for their newsletter. Also, don't forget to support Hammerhead Games. Their consignment offerings are great deals. Enjoy your TLDR Battle Report. In today's TLDR Battle Report, we have Adam and John facing off over the Grand Tournament 2020 Retrieval Mission. This is number 11. This is our current board setup. We've got crates and ruins. Central board area is surrounded by L-shapes and other pieces of terrain in various corners. The lists are: Adam is going to be playing a Black Legion detachment, a battalion. He has Chaos Lord, Sorcerer, and a Warpsmith. His troops choices are Chaos Cultists, 29 of them, plus the Cultist Champion. Chaos Space Marines times 2, 5-man squads of course. For his elites, he has 3 Chaos Contemptors, all of which have twin Volkite Culverins, and a Decimator with the Soulburner Petards. He has additionally a Chaos Whirlwind Scorpius and a squad of Havocs with 4 missile launchers. He has 2 Hellblade Flyers as well. If you're adding up the points, you'll know he's short. He has 210 points for summoning. My list is going to be Space Wolves. I have Ragnar, the man, the myth, the legend, the only Primaris Marine or Marine who has the Doesn't Matter Had Sex storyline. I also have a Canis Wolfborn and a Chaplain. Going along with those, I have 2 10-man squads of Assault Intercessors. I also have 5 Infiltrators and 5 regular Intercessors. There are 10 Fenrisian Wolves and a Cyber Wolf, 10 Wolfguard Terminators with Combi Flamers and Power Axes on all of them. There's also a Leviathan with Storm Cannon Arrays, a single squad of Eliminators, and 2 squads of Eradicators. For his secondaries, Adam chose While We Stand, We Fight, Engage in All Fronts, and Deploy Scramblers. I chose While We Stand, We Fight, Oath of Moment, and Raise the Banners. So here you're seeing our various deployments. You can see that I have units in reserve, and I have all my guys set up along the main line, trying to hold my back objective with some intercessors and screen out any potential coming back in from the cultists for recycling. Also, you'll see Adam has his demons for summoning there. Also, we have his line of cultists, plus his dreadnoughts and some havocs over in the corner. His hellblades are also there. Adam won the role to be defender and chose his side. All right, so here we are. We're going to roll for the first turn. We got our deployment set. I got Termies in Deep Strike and double Eradicators in reserve. Adam has 210-ish points for summoning, because we're pretty sure it's something like that. And then we got all these Chaos Bros around here. So here's the roll to first turn. I get a +1, right? Because I finished deploying first? Sure. No? We don't do that anymore? Damn. Sure. All right. I'm going first. We are at the end of SaltyJohn's turn 1, my turn 1. And I just moved a bunch of dudes up. The Eliminators managed to snipe out a Warpsmith, which was pretty cool. The Leviathan used the Storm Cannon Rays and shot down a bunch of cultists, and that's it. There's not much else that happened other than moving up and trying to sit on objectives. All right, here we are at the end of Battle Round 1, and Adam succeeded in killing all my Doge boys and an entire squad of Assault Intercessors with all of his Volkite guys. Volkite's pretty good, apparently. I did score 8 points, though, and Adam only scored 3, but he was able to recycle the cultists that I killed off and deploy scramblers. So we're headed into Battle Round 2, and I am ahead in points, but I feel like I'm a little behind, so we'll just see how this goes. So at this point, I've made 2 pretty big mistakes. One was taking Fenrisian Wolves, their t-shirts. The Decimator's Soul Burners did a lot of damage to them and killed them all off pretty quickly. The other is leaving my objective in the backfield open to be taken by the cultists when they get recycled. I had thought of that beforehand, but I did not remember. This is the end of my turn 2, and the Space Wolves did some work. The Leviathan put down one of the flyers. I don't know what the hell they're called. Nobody cares. And Ragnar didn't do a whole lot, but the Assault Intercessors finished off the cultists on this objective. We had Canis charge and kill off the entire squad of Havocs, which is good, but he'll die pretty soon to that massive nonsense. So we'll see how Adam's turn 2 goes in a minute. So here I've made another big mistake. I did not bring my reserves in this turn. I should have probably tried someplace for the Eradicators, but more importantly, I should have definitely brought the Terminators in this turn to try to hold down some places, move him off of some objectives. Waiting till turn 3 was definitely a mistake with the Terminators. All right, this is the end of Adam's turn 2, and he managed to annihilate the Leviathan, the Eliminators, and the squad of infiltrators there. And then also, poor Canis with his last 2 wounds was also done dirty. So that's that. We're moving on to my turn 3, and I've got a lot of reserves to come in, so we'll see how it goes. All right, here we are at the end of the Space Wolves turn 3. The Eradicators came on, and Eradicators are gross, and they destroyed 2 of the Contemptors of the Volkite stuff. Termies dropped in with their Combi Flamers and took out a bunch of those guys, but Adam was able to summon in some more dudes. These guys basically ran backwards, but they did raise banners on this one, so I will be getting some points for that. Hopefully I get all 3 raised banners points this time around. And the Termies should be able to hold the center for that secondary. There's a few things that are pretty obvious at this point. One is I'm on the back foot and probably not going to make up the number of points that I need. The other 2 things that are obvious to me are, one, Terminators with Combi Flamers are pretty dang great. And the other one is I now fully understand why every Space Marine player in the world takes Eradicators, and usually more than the number I took, because they are devastating. Here's the end of Adam's turn, and he managed to kill off a Eradicator squad. Charged in here, but the demon weapon was not good for him. In fact, he wounded himself with it. The Dreadnoughts were also able to kill off the Intercessor squad hanging out over here. But other than that, I've still got Terminators and some other stuff to do, so we'll see how turn 4 goes. We got the end of Space Wolf turn 4. Right here, we had an Eradicator die, and then did another wound to the Lord, which was unexpected. We've got a lone Chappie holding the center, so we'll see how that goes. The Terminators were able to wipe all of the horrors. Ragnar's holding an objective for reasons unknown, since that's not forging a narrative. And these guys are hiding so they don't die, because I got to have them live till the end of the battle. So a few key mistakes continue to haunt me in this game. One is not bringing the reserves in early enough. The other one is not leaving the Assault Intercessors back on that objective, which meant that that entire Assault Intercessor squad is now basically unable to do anything else for the remainder of the game other than hide and not die. This is the end of Adam, or Chaos's, turn 4, and he managed to annihilate the Wolf Priest. Did nothing to the Terminators. He did take out the last bit of the Eradicators here with some shots from the Volkites. The Decimator's mortal wound guns are pretty brutal against characters that aren't properly screened. Here's the end of the Space Wolves turn 5, so we've only got one part of the battle round left. Terminators here, annihilated Chaos Space Marines. Assault Intercessors here, annihilated Chaos Space Marines, so that gives me that objective there. Ragnar's hanging out on an objective, and Adam's got these guys to do some work. So this is the end of the game. Adam just moved over and consolidated on objectives. He was able to hold a bunch. At the end of the day, as far as victory points go, Chaos is going to take the day with 74, and these Space Wolves will run away with their tails between their legs with 62. So I learned some really important things from this mission and this game. Mostly, I learned that I really need to understand the Space Wolf stratagems in particular better, and the Space Marine ones. Also, I learned Fenrisian Wolves, definitely not worth it. I pretty much knew they weren't going to be, but I wanted to try. Terminators, 2 thumbs way up. Those guys are great. Also, the Assault Intercessors and the Wolf Priest Chaplain were really cool too. On the Chaos side, man, those Decimators are good with those Soul Burners, and even more potent, those Volkite Culverins on the Contemptors are really good too. If you're a Chaos player, I really suggest checking those guys out. I hope you enjoyed this latest installment of TFG Radio's TLDR Battle Reports. Stay tuned and subbed for notifications of more great short-form battle reports. And thank you to these Patreon subscribers.